Yo, what's poppin' PokePals? Rare TCG coming at you with a brand new video. Today we are taking a look at Greavard. It has the attack Graveyard Gambling, which does 10 damage for every psychic Pokemon in your discard pile. And we do play, if I'm not mistaken, 32 psychic Pokemon, including the Greavard and the Houndstone. Now, Rare, you might be thinking to yourself, well, how exactly are you going to get all those Pokemon into your graveyard? Great question, viewer. We have Squawkabilly EX, which has the Squawk and Seize ability, which has the effect where if it's your first turn, you may discard your entire hand and draw 6 cards. So there's that. You could combine that with Carmine, who says that if you go first, you can use this card, and you could discard your entire hand and draw 5 cards. So between her and Squawkabilly, you are discarding at least 11 cards, which is absolutely crazy. We also played Larry's Skill. This is a supporter card that you never see because not a lot of people use it, but Larry's Skill has this effect where you discard your entire hand and then you search your deck for a Pokemon, a supporter, and a basic energy, and that's really all this deck really needs. Our ace spec of choice, of course, is the Brilliant Blender. We could just get rid of 5 psychic Pokemon from our deck at any point that we want. Yeah, thank you so much. And we play 1 copy of Rescue Board in case Squawkabilly is our only basic in the active position when the game starts. Greavard and Squawkabilly are the only basics in this deck. So that's how we build a little more consistency with the Squawkabilly and the Greavard, but you don't want to keep it in the active position, so the Rescue Board really helps the Squawkabilly. We have 6 Psychic Energy. I would love to put more in there, but I just don't see a way to really get more out of this deck. And of course we play 4 Professor's Research. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You discard your entire hand and draw 7 cards. And we play 2 copies of Pokégear to help us find some of those supporters, because sometimes it is a little difficult to find our 12 supporters. We only play those 12 supporters. We have 1 copy of Buddy-Buddy Poffin, which allows us to search our deck for 2 Greavards. I mean, you constantly want to have Greavards on the bench, and have a Houndstone getting build up while Griever does some of the heavy lifting, because Houndstone has the exact same attack as Greaver, but it's just called Last Respects, and it does 80 base damage and an extra 10 for each psychic Pokemon in the discard pile. So it racks up damage pretty quick. I mean, that's pretty much it. I kind of put this deck together like in 5 minutes. I was like, whatever, this probably isn't going to be great, but I did some play testing. I played 4 matches. I won 3 and lost 1. So I was like, okay, maybe this deck has some potential. So let's hit the ladder and see what we can get. All right, here we are in game 1, and we are going second. So I'm actually happy with that because we can actually use Larry's Skill to get us our Squawkabilly, and that we can use to get rid of our hand and really get things set up here. Unfortunately, though, we don't have a lot of psychic Pokemon that we can use turn 1, so that's a little unfortunate. Like, we can't really utilize any of the things that we need. I'll have to see what we top deck. If we could top deck a Ultra Ball, that'd be phenomenal, but I highly doubt we will. Nope, it's another Carmine. Okay, so I'll just attach this energy. Do I want to Squawk here? I mean, I do want to Squawk, but do I want to Carmine is the real question. No, I think Larry is the better decision here. So let's get myself a Squawk. It doesn't matter if I get myself anything else. I think I just want the Squawk. And that will allow me to Squawk and Seize. Hopefully we get some trainers. We do. We got ourselves a Houndstone too. And we got ourselves another Griever. Nice. We're only going to do 20 damage because we only have 2 psychic Pokemon. But hey, 20 damage is 20 damage. And it looks like my opponent is already getting their Drifblim set up, which is not great. Houndstone unfortunately needs 2 energy, so he's a little more annoying to set up. But Greaver thankfully only needs 1, so once you get this deck really flowing, you could really get it going. Hopefully they don't have a rare candy in their hand and they just evolve into Dracloak and not Dragapult. That's a rare candy. Yeah, there's no other reason why they would get Dragapult. No, they don't. Okay. Things just got a little interesting. I don't know why they got the Dragapult then. That was a little weird, but we'll take it. That's going to be enough to take out the Drifblim. Thank goodness. All right. We're not doing so hot right now with the the hands we're getting, but we're making work with it. I definitely want a Carmine. Well, hold on now. Larry might be the better move here because we can get ourselves another Greavard with Larry. We can get ourselves another energy, or not. We could just get nothing. That's fine too. Okay, we got the Greavard and the energy. Nice. And a Pokégear. So with the Pokégear, we might be able to do something. They are going to evolve with the Dusclops to get another Dreepy out. Unfortunately, this deck could not fit any gusting in it, so we only have to take out what our opponent gives to us, which is not much right now. And what's great is, because Houndstone and Greavard are both Psychic type, or Ghost rather, because it's the same type in this game, when we get knocked out, that's 2 extra Ghost Pokemon in the discard pile that we can use to power up our next Houndstone or Greavard. And we got another Greavard from the prizing, so that's good. They're probably gonna come and get you, yeah. And put the Dusclops back on the bench. Nice. Okay. I figured as much. So I'm going to Greaver here. I'm going to power this guy up. Let's start getting him into a Houndstone. Why not? That way, all we need is 1 energy for either of them. Doesn't matter which one. And we get ourselves Larry. So we're going to Larry this turn. And we are going to search for a Greavard. We got the Greaver. Let's get a Professor's Research and another energy. Oh, it's our last energy. Okay, we need to keep that in mind, that this is our last energy. Did I discard any energy? Only 1? That's 3, 4. That's 5. So one of my energies is prized. Okay. So we have another energy. It's just prized. We have to keep that in mind. We're doing 130 damage right now. Hopefully we get the energy. Nope, it's a Drifblim, but that's okay. We can use the Drifblim as death fodder and increase the power of our Houndstone or Greaver, depending on who we want to use. The problem with this deck is you really have to have like every Pokemon in the discard pile in order to knock out a big EX like Dragapult or Charizard. So it's not the most consistent deck, but it works in some scenarios. Also, looking back at my opponent, they probably should have just got the Dusclops instead of the Dragapult. I'm not sure why they went for Dragapult when they didn't have Rare Candy in their hand. That was a very, very poor decision by my opponent. And they are going to pass it here, so we're just going to keep swinging. And we get another Psychic Pokemon that we could discard. Nice. So we're going to discard 2 more. And get ourselves nothing of use in particular. We do get the Professor's Research though, so that's good. We're up to 150 damage, and thankfully my opponent is having a hard time setting up, which will allow us to secure a victory right now. There is no way my opponent can secure a victory at this point. I think we've already gotten way too many prize cards for them to make a solid move out of this. They're just going to come and get you again. How many... Oh, we get the Hyper Blender. That's even better. We can get rid of some more Pokemon. Nice. Do we have any... Nope, that doesn't help me. How many supporters do we have? 1, 3, that's 3. Okay, so we definitely have a supporter. That's why I wanted to look to see if I could use Larry. So we are going to get ourselves you. And for a Pokemon, we'll just get Jellicent, so we can get rid of the Jellicent next turn. And look, we're already doing 240 with Houndstone. That's absolutely crazy. And we still have a bunch of Pokemon in the deck that we can discard. So it's the dumbest deck I've ever made, and yet it works somehow. I don't know. I've won... This is going to be my 4th win with this deck. I won 3 while I was playtesting, and I lost 1. So this is going to be my 4th win. This is the 5th game I'm playing with this deck. And I don't know, guys. I might have made a sleeper pick being stupid. I was like, oh, this sounds like a stupid attack. Let's use it on camera. And it's working. I don't understand. Sometimes I impress myself with the stupidity that I come up with. I would love to get Xatu into this deck. The problem with Xatu, though, is it's going to be on your bench, and you really want your Psychic Pokemon in the discard pile, so... Oh, maybe we should replace, what do you call Buddy-Buddy Poffin with an Artisan. that might be the better play. Because we only play one, and if we really wanted to get rid of all the Greavards from our deck so that we don't accidentally discard them when we're using our supporters, then maybe we should. So maybe I might just add the... Okay, they're going to Dragapult again, but do they have the rare candy this time? Or are they just BM it again? They're retreating. Hold on. They might actually have it this time. They're going into Dreepy. Do they have the rare candy? Nope. Okay. Awkward. Alright, let's just take this guy out and secure the victory. Wow, another victory for us. Kudos to my opponent for sticking through. And let's go into game 2. Okay, here we are in game 2. We actually won the coin flip, but we opted to go second this time around because this deck functions a lot better going second as opposed to going first. And hopefully it's not another Dragapult deck. I'm so tired of seeing those. It's a Monkey Dory. Okay, interesting. I would like to Pokégear turn 1 and see if I can get myself like a Professor's Research or a Carmine or something. Oh no, it's a Cynthia's Garchomp. Ooh, that's not good. We need to discard a lot of Pokemon to take that thing out. We do have the energy in our hand though, so we can actually swing turn 1. Oh no! That completely turns off my Squawkabilly. That's a dagger. That's a real dagger. Also, what's the point of playing Team Rocket's Watchtower with Cynthia? I have noticed that people have been doing that. They're playing the Watchtower with Cynthia. I don't know why. That's a little disheartening, especially right now, because we can't do anything. Unless we get a supporter. We do. We can Carmine. Okay. That's 2 Psychic types, and if we can get an Ultra Ball, that'd be a little better. There we go. There's the Ultra Ball. So let's get rid of those. Let's get ourselves another Greavard. And let's just swing. We're not going to be doing a lot of damage. It's 40, but I mean, hey. It's better than nothing. With our little graveyard gambling. I like the way that they spelt it. And my opponent get themselves a Gabite. Gabite is the real issue in this deck because Gabite makes Cynthia's decks way too consistent. Fighting energy on the Monkey Dory. I guess they're just doing that for retreating purposes. Or actually, no, they could still attack. Yeah, they can still attack because that counts as any energy, but luminous energy. So with the Adrenabrain, they are definitely going to take out our Griever. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Wow, we got completely shut down by Team Rocket's Watchtower, and I think that just solidified my idea of putting in Artisan instead of Buddy-Buddy Poffin. So hopefully Pokégear gets another Griever. Hopefully Pokégear gets us another supporter. It does. Professor's Research, and we can get rid of the Jellicent for a little extra damage. We get a Ultra Ball. Nice. That gets us more Pokemon that we can get rid of. Let's see. Do we have another Griever? We don't, but we have a Houndstone. And that might be of some use. So let's do this. How many Pokemon do we have in the discard? We have 10. So we're doing 100 damage. So that's enough to take out the Monkey Dory. Perfect. And we'll evolve the one on the bench. And just take out this Monkey Dory. Oh, it's 90. Why is it only 90? Oh, because I had Squawkabilly. That's why. Oh, see? That's why. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, that's not good. We are going to take out another one of our Greavards. This is not great. Okay, so we have learned that Watchtower is the ultimate backfire to this deck. I probably shouldn't have put the Squawkabilly down until after their turn was over. That's... because I don't think if they saw the Squawkabilly, they would have put the Watchtower down. But the fact that they had it in their hand turn 1 is absolutely insane. I do have this theory, though, that PTCGO, like, if you win the coin flip and you say no to going first, like, they give you a bad hand on purpose, like, to penalize you. That's just what I've noticed. Anytime I've ever turned down the opportunity to go first, PTCGL goes, oh yeah? Well, here's what we're going to do to you. And then they just completely screw me over. Why are they going into Gibble? This Pokemon's affected by resistance. Yeah, that's fine, but that's not enough to one-shot me. Okay, interesting. How many energies do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. There's the Hyper Blender. Thank you so much. Nice. Okay, that definitely helps. Let's start setting up the Greavard because we do need... Oh, okay, nice. Now we're doing 140, so we can take out any Pokemon. Wow. Wow, 140 exactly, and that's how much HP they had. Thank you, Blender. I'm telling you guys, it's like every time this deck looks like it's going to fail, it somehow comes back. I don't know. It's absolute cinema. I really don't know how this deck does it. It's like I always get exactly what I need. It's so stupid. And they're just gonna succeed. That's great. All right, here we are in a game 3. We have the Greavard in hand and not much else, but you know what? My opponent takes a mulligan, and it looks like another Cynthia deck. Wow. If it's not Dragapult, it's definitely Cynthia. It's like you run into the same guys every single day. It's amazing. I think what I want to do here, we do get... They mulligan twice. We're not putting down a Squawkabilly just yet. Let's wait until they put down their watchtower this time. We have Larry, which is absolutely insane since we're going second. We can use Larry to get ourselves Professor's Research for next turn. And actually, no, we're not going to do that because we have to Squawk and Seize. So I think what I want to do is I want to Ultra Ball away these 2 Dusclops, get myself another Griever, put that on the bench because I always want to have something on the bench ready to go in case this little guy goes down. And then what I want to do is we could Squawk and let's Pokégear first. Let's Pokégear. I want to Pokégear and see if I can find myself either a Research or a Carmine. And that way, that'll give us a better hand state as opposed to what I have going on now. Okay, we got a Chansey and a Snivy. That tells me that's probably a superior deck. They're going to attach to the... No, we established it's already Cynthia, so what's the... Okay, interesting. Oh, we got an energy. Very nice. Thank you so much. Let's put down the Squawkabilly. Let's Ultra Ball away these guys. Gives myself another Greavard. Very nice. There we go. Let's Pokégear, see if I can get myself Professor's Research. Beautiful. Let's Professor's Research, which gets rid of everything. We get the Blender. Oh my god, guys, I'm telling you, I don't know how this deck works. It just does. I really don't know. I put this deck together in like 5 minutes and it's working. I don't understand it. This is absolute cinema. We're going to attach that there. And we're just going to swing for 130. 130 on a basic with 1 energy. Have you ever heard of such a thing outside of United Wings? This is actually insane. I really don't know how this deck works. I really don't. I wanted to make a quick little video. I was like, oh, you know, Griever looks like a funny deck. Haha, how cute. It's working. I don't know. This might be a new meta. Please share this video with all your friends. Share it for the Win TCG. Share it with LDF. Share it with Azul GG. Share it with everybody. Because everybody's got to know the power of little Greavard over here. He just works. I honestly and truly don't understand how he works, but he works. He just does. He gets the job done. Absolute craziness. Then they're just going to pass. They're just going to pass. And guess what? I have the energy in my hand. I'm just going to attach the energy, evolve into the Houndstone, and then I'm going to just Professor's Research. Why not? And that's it. That's it. It's game. We do 220 damage. That's it. I think we have to go into another matchup. What's this? Game 3? I think we have to go into a game 4. Let's go into a game 4. That was absolutely crazy. That match was 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Crazy. Okay, here we go. Game 4. I'm going to put down the Greavard. And we have the Carmine in hand and an energy. So we can actually get something going here. We got another Greavard. That's good. Attach the energy here. It looks like we're going up against Charizard, which isn't phenomenal. But we could Carmine, we could Squawkabilly, and we can get the whole combination going right now. This is absolute cinema. Let's do that. Not bad. Let's do this. Getting rid of 3 more. Okay, we have some energy for next turn. Let's get rid of you. That way we thin a little more. And that's it. We're just going to pass. Okay, let's see if my opponent is actually able to set up their board state this time around. I can't believe how fast these games are going. I mean, granted, I've been going up against players who haven't been able to get a board state established, but even so, just the sheer fact that we blow through our entire deck so quickly and we get this little Greavard set up so quickly is like really throwing people off. Oh yeah, this is your standard Charizard EX deck. We got the Cleffa for drawing potential, and they got the Rapska in the back for bench sniping purposes. Wow. Okay, so this is like a true blue Charizard EX deck. Now they can't evolve this turn because it's their first turn. So how many Pokemon do we have in the discard right now? We have 6. Never mind, they're retreating. I was gonna say if we can get one more, that would have been perfect, but unfortunately no. So I think I'm just gonna attach this energy to the little Greavard on the right there, and I think we're going to just do this. Let's get myself another Pokemon to discard. Let's get myself Professor's Research, and we'll get my last energy. Oh, and they're just gonna scoop. Wow. Okay. Let's go to game 5? Question mark. Okay, this is legit the last match of the day. I can't anymore. I'm still baffled as to how this deck works. We are going first this time around, which isn't great because we don't have Squawkabilly, and oh yeah, we don't have Squawkabilly. I don't know what my opponent is using. I'm going to assume an Iono deck because they have Iono sleeves, but it is not a good idea to assume when playing this game. Let's see. Oh, no, it looks like it is Iono deck. Okay, that's fine. Let's just attach the energy here, and we can take out this Badoo next turn because we are about to discard 4 Psychic Pokemon, and chances are we're going to get rid of another Psychic Pokemon because we're probably going to top deck another Psychic type. So unfortunately, Squawkabilly is not going to be useful to us in this matchup because turn 1 has already passed, and we did not find him. So it's not ideal to go first with this deck. Oh no, it's a Raging Bolt with the Iono as the support to build it up. Okay, I see. Finally, we actually have an opponent who has a full bench before turn 2 this time. I don't think we've run into a single opponent who had a full bench before turn 2. So that's good. Finally, we're actually getting a full game in this time around. They're probably just gonna they're gonna Nest Stash, putting that electric energy back at the bottom of their deck. Interesting. Yeah, they put it at the bottom. They're going to retreat. Oh, they're gonna Bellowing Thunder. Okay. That's fine. Or Burst Roar. Not Bellowing. Bellowing Thunder is the other attack. They're going to Burst Roar. That's fine. And because they have that in the discard, they can now use the Professor Sada's Research to get that next turn. We do get the Houndstone, but Houndstone doesn't really help us right now. We unfortunately are going to do just 40 damage to this thing, and yeah, we're struggling. We're really struggling right now. They got set up way too quick. That Ancient Booster Capsule really helps them get their HP up, so we can't really do much about that. And they are going to attach the electric energy that they found. And yeah, all I have to... Okay, they're gonna Nest Stash. Interesting. That's they're gonna Zoroark. That's fine with me. I will take that. Let's get rid of some Psychic Pokemon. Thank you. But they are in top deck mode now, so I don't know what their end game was here. Nope, they got the electric energy, but they can't attack. They can Bellowing Thunder to get rid of the electric energy, and then yeah, okay. Unfortunately, we could not get the Houndstone set up, but it is what it is. And we only have 1 Griever in the graveyard, so we can still find another Griever. We got the energy, that's good. So let's Professor's Research. There's the Squawk. Day late and $1 short, my friend. Let's get this energy. Let's get another Greavard set up. And we're just going to swing here for 110. So we can definitely take out this Raging Bolt next turn. I'm hoping that because they're essentially in top deck mode, that we actually have a means of coming back. Nope, they got Kilowattrel. And they can attach a electric energy to the Kilowattrel which will allow them to draw until they have, I believe it's 6 cards in their hand. Yeah, 6 cards in their hand. It combines so well with the Nest Stash ability from Skwovet. The good thing is that they don't have Iono's Belly Bolt yet, so they can't get Belly Bolt set up. They can't get a lot of electric energy set up. But the problem for us is that we don't have another Greavard on the bench. Oh, now we do. We could use Larry to get another Greavard. Good. We can get another energy. We're not getting another energy. Oh god, we're out of energy. That's just game. We don't play any means of recovering energy, and we're not going to hit enough. That's 290, unfortunately. Okay, yep. We were just shy because of this stupid ancient booster cancel. Well, we had to lose eventually, but we had a phenomenal run from what we had. Okay, that's going to do it for my Greaver deck. It was the dumbest deck I've ever made. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And yet it worked for 4 out of the 5 games that we had today. So, I mean, listen, there's something to it. There's something to be said about it. I literally put this deck together thinking nothing of it. Like, oh, this is just some stupid Houndstone Greaver deck. But no, it did all right, I have to say. I really want you guys to try this deck out for yourselves. I will link the deck list in the description down below. Don't forget to leave a like, because this was an absolutely phenomenal showing of a deck that I just put together. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more wacky, crazy decks like this that I try to put out at least 3 videos a week. So if you want to watch 3 crazy decks a week, then don't forget to subscribe. Leave a like if you like this video, and share it with your friends. We're on our way to 50 subscribers, and we have been killing it so far. We're so close to 40. I know we could reach 50 by the end of September. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for all the subscription and love that you've been showing to this channel. It means so much to me, and I'm going to keep posting as long as you guys keep on liking. This has been your boy, Rare TCG, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!